So in the last video we have seen the applications of decision tree, right? And now in this video we are going to see how the decision tree is built up. Not only decision tree, but when you talk about any machine learning model, right? So any learning model requires two things. That is, first thing is algorithm, and second thing is your data. So in our decision tree we also have the data, we also have the algorithm. Okay, so you can see the data, right? On the this left side you can see that there is a data of 10 records. So there are 10 records into it, and we're going to use that for building up a decision tree. Secondly, we have the decision tree algorithm, right? So this is nothing but a tree induction algorithm. Now what is the role of tree induction algorithm? So you have seen the decision tree, right? So there are some nodes at the top of the tree, there are some nodes under it, right, as its child of that particular node. Now how does the tree builds up? How does we choose a node which is at the top, right? So that is all figured out by the tree induction algorithm. So we have various tree induction algorithm. So one of them is like Gini indexing. Okay, it calculates the node impurity, and it finds out by choosing which node at the top reduces the impurity of the decision tree. Because what is our task? As we have seen previously, our task is to reach to the output as soon as possible. So we should have the shortest path to the output. Okay, that is the reason we wanted to reduce the impurity, and we want to avoid building up a long decision trees, tall decision trees, I can say. So that is our aim. Okay, and we are going to see that algorithms anyways in the later videos, but try to understand that there is some algorithm which is going to tell you that which node should be at the top, which node should be as a child, and how we are going to reach to the output node as soon as possible. So this is the main thing that we need to consider. Now second step is that learning the model. Now when you have algorithm as an input, when you have data as an input, you will try to learn from it, right? You will build certain models out of it. After you have built the model, then you are going to apply that model to predict some of the outputs, right? So there will be some new records that are coming in, and you need to predict what is the output for that new record. So that is what you're going to do. Okay, so let us try to see that how easy it is to just predict the output by just looking at the decision tree. Now here you can see that we are going to apply the model to test data, right? So you can see that we have different kinds of data available with us, that is training data and testing data as well. Okay, so training data is used for training of the model, and testing data is just to test whether that model is performing better or not, what is the accuracy of that model. So that is the reason why we separate out the data, and this is the new entry that we can see, right? And we wanted to predict whether the person is cheating or not. Remember, what is our model? Our model is that we wanted to find out a person filing the ITR is cheating or not. So that is what we are going to do. So looking at the record, right? So the first column is refund equals to no. So when refund equals to no, I'm going to come at the top of the tree, right? Now how that refund come at the top, that is what is the role of tree induction algorithm. And we are going to see that how refund come at the top. Okay, so since it says no, we are going to traverse the right subtree. When traversing the right subtree, am I reaching to output? No, I'm still at the attribute only. So since I'm on the attribute, I'm going to check the second attribute, that is my issue status. Since it says single, I have to again traverse a tree. I'm going to again traverse a tree, and I'm going to reach to the attribute. So that is attribute taxable income. Now taxable income is showing as 50k, right? So here the taxable income is showing as 50k. Now we are again going to traverse. Now we are again going to traverse the left subtree, and now we are going to reach the output, that is no. Since no is the output, we can see that person is not cheating. Okay, so this is the how easily it can be read, how easily a decision tree can be understood, right? So that is why decision tree is so simple to build up. Okay, so that's all for this video. So the learning from this video is that we need to know about the algorithm. So we are going to focus on the algorithms from the next sessions. Okay, thank you.